Hey everybody, hey my postal workers. Uh just my thoughts for the day. I just wanted to tell a story. My first time being attacked by a dog when I was a carrier. Well, when I carried, I'm on the APWU side now. I've been here for almost a year. My time as a carrier when I was a T6, which a T6 is a carrier that carries multiple routes for people's days off, covering days off and stuff. I do multiple routes. I was a T6, and usually I usually do the inner city because I was in a station that pretty much was understaffed, so everybody pretty much worked 6 days a week. Didn't really get a day off. But I usually was always in the inner city. Never had problems with dogs when I was in the inner city. Always like it's just typical stuff. Overworked, doing massive amounts of overtime, the 3 hour pieces, stuff like that in the city. But one day, one of the carriers on my route that I cover, he called out, so I had to go into his side on his route. So I did his route for that day, and he's on the outer skirts of the city, like the suburban areas, the really nice areas, which you would think you have no problems. Come to find out, his route is heavily impacted with dogs that, for some reason or other, the customers let loose. They leave them out in the yard or out on the porch. You leave your yard open, a garage door open. They let them roam. They let them roam free, which I was really surprised. I figured I would have that problem in the city. Never had that problem in the city once. But I was just doing this route, going through the normal day, and then around 12 o'clock, they already called and said, you got a 2 hour pivot, which that's all. That's just a piece. So I just called. So I figured I'm gonna finish off about a half this relay, and then I'm gonna go and do the rest. Then I'll take care of the piece when I go pick the piece up. And then all of a sudden, I was going to this lady's house, and I could see that she had a beware dog sign on her fence. And of course, she had a package, including mail. So her mailbox, I just dropped it off in the mailbox. She has instructions that she wants her packages put on to her. She has a little thing on the side where she has the beware dog sign, and I can hear the dog, and she wants you to drop the packages off in a little case, little covered thing by her backyard that she has sitting there. And of course, I have no problem with it, and as long as if I can see the dog and I got my mace in hand, I have no problem. I go over, put the package in, scanned it, delivered it, dropped the package off, scan, deliver. Make sure you do it at that point. I didn't hear the dog bark anymore. That was I was barking, but it's a fence between us, and the chain seems covered. I didn't, and I looked up. He was gone. The lady was home and opened the door so she can go get her package. She could have just met me at the door if she saw me delivering her package. She opened the door. The dog came running out behind her. A German Shepherd. That was my first time ever being attacked. I was like, holy crap. I didn't think, I was like, and I could tell he wasn't gonna be friendly. So I just threw my little satchel, threw it in front of me like I was gonna use it as a face guard. I was gonna let him bite it and keep it. And then I figured, forget that. I was just gonna be like, no more delivering here. The dog didn't even pay her no attention, ran right by her, and thank God I did throw the satchel up because it went right for it. Didn't even hesitate. It just jumped right on it, bit the living snot out of my poor satchel, didn't stand a chance. Unfortunately, anything I had in there just scattered all over. And that mace that they give us, yeah, it works with bigger dogs with a lot of fur. You gotta hit them right in the face. Like I did, I had to spray him to get him back, because once he was done with that, I was the next snack. So I knew I had to spray him. I did that. She had no control over that dog. That thing was running free. And I'm like, why would you open the door? Why do you have all your doors open? For me, like, that was my first attack. Like, being a carrier, of course you're gonna experience some form of a dog attack. It's just what it is. But it was dog freaked out. Later on, the guy, and I had to put a warning up, but the guy never told me about that dog. He said he's never seen that dog. I'm like, yeah, because she's probably never home. I just so happened to be doing your route, and I did it a little differently so I can get it done. But yeah, that was my worst. That was my first dog attack, and I was like, recently got converted, haven't had no problems as a CCA. I mean, worked a lot, Amazon Sundays and all that. But as soon as I became a career, that was my first dog attack when I was a T6. And I mean, live you learn. But sheesh, big boy. And she was trying to say he's friendly. I was like, friendly at what? Definitely not friendly to mailman. Definitely not friendly to here. That dog was ready for war. But it's still with the customers. That's usually what they deal with and all that. You're gonna deal with that. That's part of just being a carrier. That's just a small part. Whew, what a day. That was a day. I can't, like, the moment I thought about it, I just laughed. I'm like, holy crap. There's nothing you can do. It's a dog. It's huge. But yeah, that was just my story. I just wanted to say, saying that. Comment below about any your dog stories. Like, it can't be no worse. Your first time, every carrier has at least one. I mean, I haven't heard of any carriers not being attacked or being confronted by a dog. So, let me know about one of your stories. All right, you guys have a good day. Be safe out there.